All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go out, 80. 15.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
He's not going to get me.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
21.
On first down, they run with Howard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ready, blue 80.
Check.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Yellow. On the line, right?
56. There's a party now.
Right side.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 38 yards on the scamper there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the... And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, D. Check, check, check.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Chargers.
Ready, like 25.
44 to Mike. And watch the leg.
Ready to go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Okay, double up.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it'll be second down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Ready? You ready?
Check safety.
Hey, Rick Lance.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 38-yard.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 24, check 24. 36, 36.
Hey, Sunday.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
25.
Now a handoff looking right. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He leads this one for Howard. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Ready, Blue 80. Back 25.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Blue 87.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike.
Wait. 180.
What's the run?
Yellow.
They're running.
Right side.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field. Play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so... He's got it! Touchdown, Chiefs! Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Eckler. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now here's Mahomes. It's caught. Smith. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Here we go.
43. 43.
Check 99. Check 99.
Attack.
Shit. Watch the shit.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 49. Alpha.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. They'll get this to Eckler. No gain, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
61, Tom!
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, wait,
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Ryan will throw again. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yellow, I'll go on. Easy. Check. He's coming. We got it.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
43.
Check 26. Hey, switch gears.
Yellow. No.
Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darren Lee picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's got Allen. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike spoke bold. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, black 25.
Win championships, baby.
49, check 49, check 49.
20, go. All right, 25, good.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And it's complete. Hooper. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Let him go.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Ryan in the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, white.
Recon, 132 fighter.
39.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw on second and 10. Ryan for Keenan Allen. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Ryan now to throw on third down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a pickup of 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Wait. Sponge. No. Mike's 50.
To throw again is Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Come on, baby.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Not here. Check.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 38-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady.
Mike 54.
Let's go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Still churning. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.